The Maryland Foster Youth Resource Center is a nonprofit I started about 5 years ago, and we work with youth who age out of the foster care system, so between the ages of 17 and 25. And we pretty much help them with housing, to get employed, get back in school, get them connected. Pretty much anything that they're going to need when they leave the foster care system. We have been extremely fortunate that we've expanded quickly. I know we've only been around for about 5 years. The place that we were at before, we were there for 3 years, and we really the programs that we had they grew exponentially, and we were working with a lot more youth in foster care and transitioning out, so we needed a bigger space. So through my Greater Baltimore Committee leadership program that I'm in this year, I met Davin Hong, and just so happened to put on Facebook that we were moving into our new space, and he reached out and said, "I want to help. Like, how can I help?" And I'm like, "Oh wow, this is cool." So I told him, we're trying to figure out what we're going to do with the furniture, but and he said, "Well, let me help with that."
I'm Davin Hong, a principal at RTKL, and we do architecture, engineering, and interiors. As a large firm, we have relationships with a lot of different people, and among them is American Office. They were creative in working out the best deal for the resource center so that they could get really good furniture that is at a steep discount.
I'm really excited about this new space because we're able to do a lot more with the space that we have now, and I really like the kids area that RTKL put together and designed. The chalkboard wall, I think, is so cool. We don't have to worry about the kids sitting there with nothing to do. They have a nice little space where they can go and play, they can draw on the walls, and feel like they're welcome and invited here.
Oh, this space is some nice digs, definitely. Your workspace really helps. In terms of your attitude. The old space, when it was cold outside, it was hot inside. When it was hot inside, it was cold outside. It's just, we always had problems with climate control there.
It's a total upgrade from our previous space. You just walk off the elevator smiling because it's just such an open, warm space.
First and foremost, I want to thank RTKL for taking an interest in us, taking an interest in our work, and wanting to really help us in this capacity because we couldn't have done it without them. I'd also like to thank all of our supporters, the community, the foundations, everyone who has believed in us, that has supported us financially, that has shared resources, leveraged resources with us to be able to serve our population, because we can't do this by ourselves. We have been able to operate small and do a lot with a little because of our community partnerships and because of our funders. So I would say thank you so much for believing in us and giving us what we need to be able to grow and to be able to expand into something that's so beautiful as this. I'm truly grateful for everybody's support.